Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Everybody come in, find a seat. We're going to take a minute to let some people come in because there was an issue with setting up the room ahead of time. So come in, come in, come in. Let's do this. Let's go like that. Boom. Yo funky ass mama up in this shit. Okay. My name is Peaches, and I'm the best. All the other DJs want to touch my breast. Sorry, I like coming to America. Anyway, welcome in. We're going to let everybody kind of filter in here before we do the taste test. Good evening, Julie. You're ready for the No Kings protests. Just be careful out there. Sherry, Conley, Chris, hello, hello, hello. Michigan's West Coast, hello. We're up to 25 people. We're going to let some more people come in, and then we're going to go ahead and assault our taste buds. Hello, Peaches. You might have the wrong room. Oh, sorry, I said Pete. Never mind, my bad. But I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? Never mind. I was out there singing the shit from Coming to America. What's going on with the room? Is the room still live? If I could go ahead and try them. I'm going to momentarily. I'm currently rolling and rounding edges. So we'll get to that momentarily. Laura, hello, how are you? You can see me? Right on, thank you. Trying to get peas in here. Right on. Leave that man alone, he's got shit to do. You don't need your nonsense. Nice, you are there, Tom. Couldn't find the link at first. Think it disappeared earlier in the past few minutes. It did. It was the wrong type of link apparently. I've been having issues with that, where I put the room up there for people to be able to kind of converse and hang out in ahead of time. And the last two times it turned out to be a go live with somebody. Like there was going to be two boxes here, and that's not what I was looking to do. So I got to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Please stop saying you all. The plural of you is you. Depends on where you're at. The plural of you could also be y'all. Could be youans. Could be your mom and them. There are a number of different ways to say you. Just saying. You were just in Chicago this weekend? It was fabulous weather. I got friends coming up from the Southwest in the middle of the week, and we're going to be doing some things down in the city with them. And then they're going to be hanging out in the city over the weekend with some family before they head back to the heat of the Southwest. Have you tried vaping dry herb? No. We are going to try the vagina chips here momentarily. I'm just rolling up a couple of dubs before we get to that point, letting some people come in here. Everybody, if you're just joining me, we are going to be taste testing vagina chips. Giner chips. That's what we're going to be taste testing tonight. Let me roll one more doob and we'll commence to taste testing. Courtney has questions. Yeah, so do I. I did a video a couple of weeks ago of a guy that was taste testing these chips that are vagina flavored chips. And I made a video about it. I put it on TikTok. I put it on YouTube. And then somebody sent me a bag. Got them right here. A follower of mine sent me this bag. You can see the flavor. Unopened. So let me just finish rolling this doob and then we'll check it out. Tell everybody you know to get in here now. Send this live and a link, whether it be a text message, put it on your Facebook page or Threads or whatever. Will they be fishy? We're gonna find out, aren't we? How about them 5-1 Colts? I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Number 1 seed in the NFL. Somebody said tastes like pennies. We're gonna find out momentarily. You wish you had a taco? Right on. How was your day today? My day was fine. It ran a few errands, hung some shit up on the wall, on the music wall. Fuck, I never put that backing on that other picture frame. It's the other thing I meant to do. How are you? You think the Ravens will be able to make it to the playoffs with a 1-5 start? No, I do not. Fish taco seems redundant, says this gentleman here. Oh man, my beard is. Get it together, man. Jesus fucking Christ. Just looking rough. Vag chips without sack dip. Yeah, we're gonna go with it's gonna be sans sack dip tonight. We're just gonna try a vagina chip, and see if it holds up to its name. Good luck on your stream. What does that mean? Are you talking about like my live stream or like my urine stream? Do you have a particular guitar of Jerry's you like more than others? Yeah, probably Tiger. Yeah. Is that Marley behind you on the wall? Yes, that is a carving of Bob Marley's face that I bought while on vacation in Jamaica in February of 2019. Got that from a street vendor in Ocho Rios. Keep putting out good content. I'm going to try. If you guys keep consuming it, then I will do it until the day I can no longer physically do it. Here in a moment, we're going to taste test these vagina chips and see what they taste like. At what age did you first smoke cannabis? 13. My Titans are doing so sad. They fired our head coach. Yeah, the Titans have gone through a couple of coaches and a couple of GMs in the last few years. They're struggling for sure. I've gone to many Mariner games. Saw Ken Griffey hit the 9th home run. Hit that like button. Yes, Sherry, hit that like button. Have you seen that leaked group chat? Yeah, that's some insane shit, man. That's insane. MTG falling out among the Republicans. It's really bizarre because she's taking sensible positions right now, and that's just scaring the living shit out of me. Guys, once again, tell everybody you know to come on in here. We're getting ready to taste test these vagina chips. Send out some text messages. Send out some, put it on your Facebook page. Tell people to get in here. Put it on your Threads, your Bluesky, your Substack, your Instagram. All right. First, I need to round a few more edges. You got your FDT cap today. Yes, if you guys are unaware, I have merch. I sell FDT hats and shirts. I sell Have the Day You Voted For shirts, bumper stickers, hoodies, a whole bunch of other shirts and hoodies and whatnot as well. But okay, let's get this over with because I got a feeling this isn't going to be very good. So let's first get a little fucking palate cleanser. All right. So these are hand cooked chips. Did a video of somebody else doing a taste test of this a couple of weeks ago, and then somebody sent me a bag of these hand cooked chips. They're from this company called Chaz. You can see what flavor they are there. They are the vagina flavored, limited edition, hopefully. 18 plus adults only for the hot ones. So I don't know why I'm trying it. All bodies taste good. No preservatives, hopefully. So where does this come from? Doesn't really matter. I'm killing time at this point in time. So let's open the bag up here. It's just a regular bag of chips so far with a all right. Vagina flavored chips. It tastes like, first of all, it tastes and smells like a stale chip. But it's got a, okay, it don't taste like pussy. Let's just put it that way. It doesn't taste like vagina. So that's not the flavoring, that's incorrect. This tastes like a really bad version of like vinegar and salt. Eat this, please.
You gotta lick your fingers.
Eat this, please. Eat this, please. Give one to Clyde. See if even the dog would eat it. Doesn't it have like it's like a shitty version of vinegar and salt? Shut up, Fred.
It's like a stale potato chip.
Yes, it's stale, right?
It's actually not a bad chip. It just doesn't.
It's got it smells and tastes stale.
Well, it reminds me of sour cream and onion chips.
Okay.
But like super light on the sour cream and onion part.
Super light on everything that goes on the fucking chip.
But you're supposed to lick your fingers afterwards, man.
It's not.
It's not the worst thing I've ever tasted. I thought it was gonna be like shrimp flavored or something gross like.
Really tangy, make you go like one of them. Oh Jesus Christ! Here they come.
Yeah, well, you got Frank behind you.
Hey, come here.
So
Give
watch
him
my
this,
shoes.
please. Can you shut that closet door so that
Eddie didn't come in here.
no. So it's not yeasty. It's stale.
vinegary.
It's vinegar, salt, and stale.
Yeah, like salty vajayjay.
That's what they were going for. Salty
Yeah.
vajayjay.
Yeah, like it's been marinating for a minute.
Salty, crusty, fucking healed over.
Where's he gonna go? Oh, because he thinks he's gonna get fed at
Yeah.
7:15.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Right.
that's the
Goodbye.
end of that.
Sorry.
Oh, that was not bad, but not great.
could have been far worse.
Yeah.
I was anticipating far worse.
No, it's not yeasty. No, but I will get the flavor out of my mouth now with a little bit of a nutty bar. Because here's the deal: I wouldn't choose to buy them and eat them. They deliver what to your door in Canada? False advertising. Oh, weed? Well, I suppose that I could get my guy to deliver it to my door. But going to his house gets me out of the house. Oh, no, this bag of chips that we just tried? No, I did not pay for these. Somebody sent this to me. So I figured we'd do the taste test, right? And was nothing to write home about. You don't live in a dispensary state? Yes, I do. I live in Illinois. It's legal for both medicinal and recreational purposes here. Has been for a few years now. You're going to send more flavors? No, please, no more flavors. Are they any good? No, they're not. It's, once again, it's like a stale vinegar and salt chip, is what it essentially tastes like. That was a big hit. Hang on. Okay. You missed the greasy tacos from Jack in the Box? We just got a Jack in the Box. I have not had their tacos yet. We've been waiting, I think, primarily for the hype to die down because, you know, it's the first Jack in the Box in the Chicagoland area, and I don't know how fucking long. So, like, the lines were around the fucking corner. You know what I mean? No, I'm not waiting in that just to try Jack in the Box. Just wait for it to die down. Monster tacos? Hey, what are we chatting about? We're chatting about anything and everything. I just recently, at the beginning of the live here, taste tested these vagina chips. And yeah, no, that's not what it is. So, Alex Jones was denied an appeal. Yes, we just now getting In-N-Out Burger in Middle Tennessee. We don't have In-N-Out burgers here in the Chicagoland area. What is my opinion on Yoko Ono's music? I've heard cats fuck with more harmony. Were the chips delicious? No, they tasted like stale vinegar and salt chips. Cup of noodles. Now that's cup of noodles, some ramen. Now you're talking. How does it feel being part of the best generation in the USA? No wars right after the Depression, growing economy. I've always been happy to be from the generation that I was and grew up at the time that I grew up in. I don't know that we had much to do with the no wars since the boomers were in charge during that period of time, but thoughts on the Portland Frogs? I don't know what to think of some of these protests because I understand that you gotta push back, you gotta try to push back on them, but it really, the protesting outside of these facilities is going to accomplish nothing. I think the frogs are kind of funny, but I don't know what to think of it. They do look like they're having fun. Yes, they do. Thoughts on Pink Floyd? Love Pink Floyd. I just put a bunch more pictures up today on the wall, and Pink Floyd's The Wall poster art is one of them. Okay, so somebody says they have a joke for us. Go ahead. Oh, we got one of these trolls. Hey, hang on a second. Boom. Now they're hidden. Now we don't have to see whatever Cheese has to say. Cheese can keep commenting and thus keep boosting the algorithms, but we don't have to see it. What do I think about Charlie Kirk getting the Medal of Freedom? I think it's disgraceful. I think it's absolutely disgraceful that anybody is honoring this man for the life he had. The life he had was horrible. I'm disgraceful, says Jake, the anonymous Facebook or YouTube troll. Yes, Kirk was a horrible human being. Kirk made a living out of debating college kids from a racist and misogynistic viewpoint. That's what he did. He held some of the most racist viewpoints of his modern day conservative movement. He held some of the most sexist viewpoints, some of the most dangerous viewpoints. I mean, this is a guy who literally said that if a 19-year-old man and a 19-year-old woman were several beers in at 2 o'clock in the morning and they were making out, and then the woman withdrew consent, he would view it as a gray area as to whether or not he would be allowed to continue to have intercourse with her body against her will. That's a violent human being. That's a dangerous human being. Why do you strongly believe that you are a role model for young people? I don't. I never said I was. Not once. As a matter of fact, I have tons of videos telling people not to listen to me. Hear what I have to say and then go verify it for yourself, but don't be taking advice from me. Don't listen to me. I've never once said that I was a role model for anybody. Please talk about Showbiz Pizza. Go to Brett Cross's page. They added Charlie Kirk to a Uvalde kid mural in Texas. Yeah, see, this is getting really weird cult level worship of a man who didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. What's up, Tom? My THC levels. What's up with you, Wood? What is the best deep dish? I don't know, because deep dish is fucking trash. Thank you, Alex. Charlie said his daughter would have to carry a grape baby. Yes, he did. They had parades in small towns in Montana for Charlie, for Christ's sake. Yeah, it's fucking insane. Do you consider The Wall to be the greatest concept album of all time? Probably, yeah. Probably, yeah. I don't think I've ever heard another album quite like it. And the fact that it's a continuous loop album is really cool. I find that pretty fucking... They really put a lot of thought into that. What's up, Delaware? Do you think it's bad when people get stuck inside their echo chambers regardless of their political affiliations? Yeah, probably. What's up, Maryland? Representing Ohio. I love the movie The Wall. Uh, thank you very much, DA, for the kind words. Why was Kamala a better option? Well, she's not a fascist. Right there, she's a better option. What dish is my favorite to make? Like, what dish do I have the most enjoyment preparing? Or just what's my favorite dish? What are your thoughts on Prince? Probably one of the most underrated guitar players of all time. A student teacher played that album for class when it first was released. Exactly, Conley. Exactly. How long do you think this peace deal will last? It already hasn't lasted. It's already being violated. So, less than 2 days? Did you find the hidden message on the Wall album? The hidden message? No, I don't believe so. Be in your bubble, people, and don't ever get out of your bubble. Okay, that went by. Aloha Bra. If I send you a sample of my YouTube channel, can you give me your opinion? I mean, yeah, for what it's worth. Imagine calling Trump a fascist. Meanwhile, the person who killed Charlie legit was a fascist with marked bullets. Okay, the person who killed Charlie Kirk, first and foremost, was further right than Charlie Kirk. Secondly, whether that person was or was not a fascist is irrelevant to whether or not Donald Trump is a fascist. I mean, that's just a fucking ridiculous statement to make. Trump's a fascist. That's a fact. If you want to have a conversation about whether or not the killer of Charlie Kirk is a fascist, we can. Odd how we're not talking about him, just like we're not talking about the guy who allegedly took a shot at the president in Butler, Pennsylvania. We don't hear shit about that guy. Donald Trump doesn't shut the fuck up about Rosie O'Donnell's feud with him from 19 years ago. Yet the guy that took a shot at him, allegedly, he never mentions. I'm just saying. But regardless, that none of that has anything to do with the fact that Donald Trump is still a fascist. Have you watched Orwell? No, I have not. Pink Floyd is just so consistent. Yes. Not a peace deal. No, it's already being broken. It's already being broken. The Israelis have already said that the Palestinians have broken the peace deal. So the Israelis have cut the amount of aid that they agreed to send into Gaza in half. Can you bust some serious moves on a dance floor? No. That video of the woman getting dragged out of her vehicle by ICE is appalling at best. Yeah, there was a gentleman in Chicago, I think it was today, that was picked up by ICE, a legal citizen in the United States of America. It was picked up by ICE and detained until they could verify his identity because he didn't have his ID on him. And then ICE fined him $250 for not having his ID on him. What the fuck? It is hopeless. There's nothing you can do about that region. Who's the more foolish, the fool who follows him? Can you give a definition of fascism and its founder? I've done multiple videos on the 14 defining characteristics of fascism and how they, I think, 2 align with the Democratic Party, but all 14 align with MAGA. I've done that video numerous times. It's in my archives here. Tom, I really liked your video and related to them once regarding the childhood abuse and stuff, but you're wrong about Trump. I'm not putting any emotions into it. I don't have emotions. You gotta stop and think that nothing Trump has done really affects me directly. I'm a straight, white, middle American male. He's not looking for me. I'm not trans, I'm not gay, I'm not a woman, I'm not a person of color, I'm not an immigrant. He doesn't give a shit other than the fact that I maybe speak out against him. I'm not on his fucking radar. So this isn't emotional for me. This is logical for me. What he's doing doesn't make sense. I mean, it's so fucking logical that you have Kansas governor, I think it's Kansas Governor Stitt, hardcore far right-wing MAGA supporting Republican, coming out and going, no, this is a clear violation of states' rights and constitutional law to send the Texas National Guard into the state of Illinois against the governor of Illinois' wishes. I mean, you got far right-wing conservatives coming out and saying it. It's not emotional. It's factual. Yeah, you said your grandmother passed today? I'm sorry to hear that. Seriously. Then it's not Kansas. My apologies. Scotland, hello. I haven't had a chance to do any reading onto the Trump RX thing, so I don't know anything about it. Just superficial shit. You will skip a comment that defines fascism. I'm not skipping anything, man. There's 170 people in here trying to get comments in. And I've already told you that I've done multiple videos breaking down the 14 universally agreed upon defining characteristics of fascism and how they align with Trump. I'm not going to spend the time in my life to rehash that and go back and get those 14 points and go through them. You can go watch the content. That's why I made the content. Netanyahu's real name is, I have no idea what if he has a real name or not. First time saying what's up, love what you do, Tom. Thank you very much, Clay. I appreciate that. As a real older millennial, can't believe we have worse president than Bush, says Brandon. You also responded to a video of a guy who said if Hitler stopped 8 wars, he would have gotten the Nobel Peace Prize. He pretty much admitted Trump is at least comparable. I mean, yeah. And he's the one that said it, you know? I'm probably going to do a video. When I make videos tomorrow, I'm probably going to be doing one on the leaked text messages, yes. China lives in paradise compared to the USA? Where did that come from? Did I miss a whole fucking conversation or something? I never thought that I would long for the days of George W., right? It's really weird because when we were living through George W. Bush's presidency, we thought to ourselves, man, this is an out of control presidency. And that wasn't even close to being the case. Tom, have you done a video about Qatar and the base in Idaho? There's not going to be a base in Idaho. That's an incorrect assessment of that story. I'm never in favor of any dictators. Love your content here in the UK. Quick question: with all that's going on in the US, how long do you reckon it will take to rebuild things back up to where they were pre-Trump? Fucking decades. What makes you think that Tyler Robinson was a conservative when he's documented in having a trans boyfriend? First of all, the things that he said online, the groups that he belonged to, and the people that he followed makes the case that he was a conservative. Secondly, that group of conservatives, that Nick Fuentes wing of conservatives, often have intercourse with other men within the group. It's a well-known fact that this is a group that certain male members of, play the role of the feminines because they can't get women. And it's not a joke. It's not to be facetious. He was farther right than Charlie was. And now we're going to be done talking about Charlie Kirk because I don't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk. Okay? I don't fucking care. He's dead. He's not coming back. He's fucking buried. His wife can fucking move on and do whatever the fuck it is she wants to do. I don't give a fuck about him. I don't mourn him. I don't shed a tear for him. Fuck him. What's up, Sean? How you doing? Somebody sent me a friend request. Robert, not kind. Not kind. David, how you doing? Well, I was just eating the last of a nutty bar to get the flavor of these vagina chips that I tried earlier out of my mouth. You drive trucks? No, I own trucks. I don't drive trucks. Uh, Chrissy Hine and the Pretenders. Hell yeah. Great group. Yes, the Bears did win last night on Monday Night Football, beating the Washington Commanders. Do you support President Trump? Nope. LSD mushroom open minded boomer. Okay. Lil Ricky Damon says, I support ICE. Good for you, Ricky. Cool guitar. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. Hi from Prince George, British Columbia. How you doing, man? If he were alive today, no doubt John Wayne Gacy would support Donald Trump. Probably. Couldn't tell if this channel was liberal or conservative. No, first of all, this channel is predominantly political, but we talk about a whole lot of other things outside of politics. Gen X culture, food, cannabis legalization, travel, Chicagoland history, shit like that. Parenting. But yes, I am predominantly political, and yes, I am Democrat. Watching while making dinner for family, cutting potato wedges. Be careful, keep your eye on the board. Heineken, Bud, or Miller? None. I don't drink beer. I can't stand the taste of beer. Maybe a drink or two a year, a margarita here or a glass of wine there, but one or two a year most. I'm a smoker, not a drinker. Randy Newman, the musician? I dig some Randy Newman. Randy Newman had a very unique sound, a very upbeat sound about his music back in the day. We will march anyway. They claimed the last No Kings was going to be violent. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, listen. If you're going to go protest, go protest. Be safe. Make sure you have everything on you that you need to have on you. Make sure information that you need to have written on you is written on you. Take all of the steps. But yeah, there will be. If you're not into protesting, there will be millions of people flooding into every major city in this country on Saturday. New York, Chicago, LA, Denver, New Orleans, Seattle, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Washington. Well, maybe not Washington, D.C. They'll be everywhere. They'll be everywhere. I think the same thing about the shit going on in Portland as the shit going on in Chicago. It's fucking un-American. What do I think about the Gaza ceasefire? It's already been broken, sort of. Didn't really take long for Israel to accuse Palestinians of something and then cut the aid that they agreed upon in half. I don't know what to do if he declares the Insurrection Act, invokes the Insurrection Act. The legal cases are going to be immediate. We are going to be at the pumpkin patch during the protesting on Saturday. We still take a Saturday in October and go get our pumpkins to carve and to decorate the front porch with. And with our daughter being away at college, we got to work it around when she can get home. She can get home this coming weekend. Boom, we're gonna go get the pumpkins, get them here. Probably carve the ones that she wants to carve, so that because then she's going back to school for a couple of weeks or a week, and then she comes back and she goes to Vegas with my wife, and the women in the family, and then they get back, and my wife and I go to Southern Indiana. We're all over the fucking place. Your squirrels have left your pumpkins alone so far. Good on you. Good on you. Recently found your YouTube channel. What are your thoughts on the fittest flat earther? Is that a specific person? I mean, I have thoughts on flat earthers, but I don't know of any account that goes by the fittest flat earther, so I probably just haven't seen them. I think flat earthers are nuttier than squirrel turds. There's one guy I've done a couple of videos on here recently on my channel who says that Antarctica is not an ice-covered continent at the South Pole. What it actually is, it's a giant ice wall that circles the entire perimeter of the flat Earth, and it's what holds the water in. Um, Let me repeat that. The Earth is flat. There's land and water, and what's holding it all from falling off the edge is the ice wall that is Antarctica. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoo. I have a question for flat earthers, if there are any in here. What's the Earth sitting on? It's flat. Is it floating? Is it sitting on like a credenza? Is it just one of those cheap ass $3 nightstands you get from Target where it's wood and you screw the three legs into it and find something to drape over it? Is it one of them motherfuckers? Are we on a teeter-totter? Are we on a turtle's back? What's holding up this flat Earth? Right here. Let me show you guys this. So you see the music wall? And then there's another music wall in front of me. And then this back here is the travel wall. So this is a push pin map. And I've pushed the pin for everywhere I've been prior to going places with my wife. And then obviously places my wife and I have been. And then started taking a selfie of ourselves everywhere we go. So the rules to this that I have for myself are every domestic city and then every foreign country. So if we went to Italy and saw 5 great cities, there would be one Italy picture on the wall. Okay. So these are the pictures. Here is my wife and I in front of the Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. Here are mission patches of a gentleman who is a former astronaut and current NASA flight director, who was the gentleman who invited us down for a deeply in-depth behind-the-scenes tour. To anybody who because the screen's reversed, my guy, that's why everything's reversed. To anybody who thinks that the Earth is flat, these folks, they checked, and it's round. These folks here, they went and checked. Okay? He's no flat. He's no flat. ¿Tú sabes? Tú sabes. Okay. It's not flat. The Bible never mentions anything about a flat earth. Did the Bible speak of the flat earth? Why is flat earth still a debate, bro? I have no idea. What do you think about Vivek's 4X article? I have not read the 4X article. I saw Vivek get his shit handed to him by some of his own constituents because he's not Christian. Herbie Hancock, now that dude, he made a lot of music that people aren't aware has his name on it. The moon is made of cheese. Sure it is. Jesus Christ saves. Good, tell him to keep saving. FAA reports staffing issues at airports as government shutdown. Yeah, everywhere. My son just did his 8th grade class trip to Washington, D.C. Our 8th graders every year. Whoever signs up for it, they fly to DC for a long week, and they leave Friday. They come back Sunday, and they go see all kinds of shit. They have these kids moving, boom, 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 and half the shit was shut. First of all, took them longer to get through the airport, and half the shit was shut down. They got to go to the Capitol building, but they didn't get to go in the Capitol building. Can't go in the Smithsonian. I have no idea, Ben. Hello from Virginia, and thank you for the videos. What kind of work do you do? Now, this. I was a landscape contractor for 26 years. I retired in February of 2018. And then I wrote 2 books and started 2 podcasts and built an online following over on TikTok of 1.5 million, and then started putting content here over the course of the last, 8-9 months. And now this is my full-time job. Your cat loves beef jerky. Well, right on. You and your cat just get down in that beef jerky love. Much love from Pittsburgh. Right on. You guys are the greatest sports city in the country, period. Hands down. What's up, Unk? My THC levels, my man. My THC levels. I did landscaping before. It's hard work. Yes, I did it for 26 years. I started out as a laborer, worked my way up to foreman, then eventually superintendent, then project manager, and then I had my own company for the last 6 years of those 26 years. What's your favorite saying on a t-shirt? The one that you can get in my store that says, "Have the day you voted for." What do you think about the Kazakhstani government? Dude, are you fucking serious right now? My God, we're having a chill Tuesday night conversation. I am like this side of higher than eagle titties. Could you tell me what the inventory number is on a bumper bracket for a 1974 Volvo, Tom? Does YouTube pay a fair wage for content? I can tell you this. I think that YouTube is very generous with their revenue sharing. Love your guitar. Thank you. I share your thoughts, Tom. Not a flat earther. Hey, listen, somebody wants to go around talking about how the earth is flat. Fine. You talk about how the earth is flat. Just don't talk about it like in a classroom anywhere or in any kind of position of authority. Oh man, you don't have to make me anything. I appreciate the offer. I truly do. I also understand that, shit like that costs money. So you don't have to do that, man. Do you and your family have a favorite dessert? I don't know that it would be necessarily universal, but yeah, I'm sure everybody's got a favorite dessert. They aren't cheap guitars though. I got Cheetah Piss, good stuff. Thank you for being the voice of common sense in a country. Man, if I'm your voice of common sense, once again, shit went probably wrong somewhere. When did you get the tiki mask? Are you talking about this one here? This one here is from, this is a Bahamian mask. And I got it when my wife and I, from this picture right here, were in the Bahamas. Portillo's chocolate cake. Excellent stuff. Any advice for a random depressed 19-year-old? I wouldn't know what to say to a random depressed 19-year-old. Other than... I don't know what to say. I don't know how to identify with somebody like that. All I could say is that in my world, every day above ground is worth living. Even the fucking bad days, there's a reason that you should be happy that you're breathing. But, you know what I mean? Somebody said, I wish I was 19 again. Oof. Like, do your life over again? Go back to when you were 19? No. I don't want to do it all over again. I'm happy where we're at. I think we're good. If somebody said that you could, when it was your time to be up, that you could be reincarnated as another 19-year-old somewhere else, if I could get my wife to agree to it and we could do it together, fuck yeah. Go see what the hell we could do with 19-year-old fresh bodies. As far as, seeing the world and shit. You want to be Baron Trump? Oof. Mm. Welcome to the party, pal. What do you think about the manufacturing stamp that was put out of use in the North American continent after the end of the Cold War? I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. Here's the thing, though. After I say this, I think I want to change my answer because I know what it's like to be a 19-year-old when I was 19. I don't know that I would want to be a 19-year-old in 2025, 2030, 2045, whatever. You know? Could you go back and be reincarnated as some random 19-year-old when I was 19? Yeah, sure. Now? So I was 20 in 92. Yeah, man, it is so fucking, wow. Wow. 1990. Holy shit. That was a fucking lifetime ago, wasn't it? Hey, thank you for the tip there. Somebody says, "Can I get a hail Satan?" While you cannot get a hail Satan, you can get a thank you for the $2 you just pitched in, as well as the $2 Jason Park pitched in. It says, "I'm 26 and shit is rough. Your videos help. Thanks. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know what it's like to be a 19 or 20-year-old in the modern era. We didn't have the shit that you guys have. I mean, the extent of our high-end technology back then was like beepers, you know. And in my teen years, no, find a payphone, call somebody. The 90s were the best, said Ted. I'm going to say the 80s were the best. What do you think about the religion? I don't know, man. I don't. Don't harsh my mellow, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the 80s were fucking phenomenal. Fucking phenomenal. 86, 87, 88, 89. What a fucking run of years right there. What do you think about the rise of Bavarian nationalism in Germany among right-wing circles? It's fucking scary. Fascism is rising everywhere around the world at the same time. It's frightening as shit. I got my name Sarah because of being born in the 80s, and that's what was playing when my dad drove. Okay, there you go. I got my name Tom because that was my father's name. Ironically, that's how my son got his name. Renee, are you in the room? Can you let Tommy know that he needs to take a shower? Um, that's how our son got his name. because I am Tom. So he's Tom, Tom the Third. My brother got his name after one of my uncles on my mother's side. He was to set an alarm, but he may have fallen asleep. Do your kids want kids? Well, one kid already has a kid. Two kids, actually. Yeah, I believe Magnolia wants kids, and Lily, I would say, would probably be the most uncertain one. I think she might want kids, but maybe not want to have kids. Maybe want to adopt. You lived through the takedown of the neo-Nazis. Thank you for the $2 tip. $2 tip. And Tommy's he's going to be 14 in December. He doesn't know what the fuck he wants. You know what I mean? He better not be thinking about fucking kids. He better not be. Your daughter's 22 and doesn't really want any. My son is scared because he works all the time and he's been 21. Yeah. That's the hard part is like every generation that comes along talks about having it hard and it being expensive. You know, we have it worse than you guys have it. But they really do. They really the Gen Zers, millennials are already into it, right? They're 30s and 40s. The Gen Zers are looking around going, how the fuck am I supposed to buy a house? And really, how the fuck are they supposed to buy a house? The biggest purchase our daughter Magnolia will ever make is going to be a house. And the biggest purchase our daughter Lily will probably make, she might buy a house at some point in time, but it will be her education. I have never seen Bob Dylan in person, no. Honestly, the way the world is, I wish I had money to move someplace remote. Let me tell you something, okay? Now that this is how we make our money, through content creation, and I can literally do that anywhere on the fucking planet, don't think that the thought has not crossed my mind. But we have a lot of family here. We can't just up and leave, and I can't afford to move everybody. And like I said, our son's, he's not even out of junior high yet. But oh yeah, I've thought about it. I've literally thought about, can we just move to Jamaica? Can we go to Costa Rica? Can we go to Canada? Are we back? Give me a thumbs up, a hi, a hey you doing, a fucking whatever if we're back. Thank you for the $2 tip, Katie. There we go. All right, we're back. He thawed out. He's okay, folks. Yeah, the buffering, it happens from time to time. Look, we dropped all the way down to 57 people, only the most loyal sticking around. Everybody thought it was over. It was done. They pulled the plug early. They headed for the exits, trying to beat traffic. Not us. I don't know. Sounded good. Jamaica. We were talking about Jamaica. I believe that we could live a very comfortable life in Jamaica if we were to move there. Our daughter is studying to be a Chicago public school teacher. How were the chips? They were not as advertised. They tasted like stale vinegar and salt chips. Would not recommend. You did miss the Giner taste test. We did that earlier. That's what we were just talking about. It is not as advertised. So thank you very much for the $10 tip, AAH. They do not taste like Giners. It does taste like stale vinegar and salt Chips, would not recommend. It is just a regular bag of chips, after all. But yeah, no, no, it doesn't smell or taste good, nor does it smell or taste bad. But it's definitely not something I'm going to be buying or recommending. And it certainly doesn't smell or taste like China. Indeed, bud. Love your content. Thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate that. Vag flavored chips. I saw a video of a gentleman doing a taste test, a video of them, and I did a video about his video, and then somebody that follows me saw my video and sent me the bag. And that's what it's from, this company, Chaz. Once again, you can see here, Chaz. You can see the flavor. I know it's backwards. It's the default. 18 plus, limited edition. For the hot ones, all bodies taste good, no preservatives, yes for the sex. There you go. 0 out of 10, would not recommend. False advertising, doesn't taste like what it says it's going to taste like, doesn't smell like what it tastes like it says it's going to smell like. I wouldn't do it. Don't buy it. But they got people to buy it, so fools like me would do taste tests. Why 18 plus? You know, you tell me. I don't fucking know. AI is going to fuck everyone? Yeah, probably. Probably. I'm glad I was born when I was born. How do you think the No Kings is going to turn out? It's going to be a massive turnout all across the country. There'll be minor skirmishes here or there and some arrests, but it's going to be huge. Huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to be one of the biggest ever. What? You keep repeating the first time you were able. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to have the spam. You're not going to dominate the comment section by repeating the same thing over and over again. Come on, goddamn, give somebody a chance. You're craving apple crisp? Okay. Big love, back at you. Are you going to participate in the No Kings protest? No, we will be at the pumpkin patch. It is the day that we have scheduled where our daughter's coming home from school for the weekend, and we're going to go get our pumpkins. Does Peter Thiel terrify you? Terrify is not necessarily the right word, but it doesn't give me a warm and fuzzy. That's for goddamn sure. Thank you for bringing breaking news. See, but that's the thing, is I don't really do the breaking news stuff. I talk about the news once it's broken, but there are other people that do the breaking news stuff really, really well. V, Parnas, people like that. Apple crisp is in season, somebody said. I never really got into the apple desserts. You know what I mean? It's not my jam. I'm a young man. I'll keep the torch always on for love, acceptance, and tolerance. Never hate. Well, right on. Love going to the pumpkin patch? Yep. Amen. Tom, do you think Trump will ever invoke the insurrection? I have no idea. Listen, it would be a legal battle of epic proportions at that point in time. Someone sent you a pumpkin cheesecake? See, I can't do the cheesecake. I don't dig on cheesecake. You're going to go smoke and eat? Totally understandable. I'm going to smoke a little bit here before getting off of here. Yeah, I don't like the fact that anybody is referring to Hegseth as the Secretary of War or the Department of Defense as the Department of War. I think we need to stop playing into that bullshit. Veterans have given me a lot of hope about the military. Trump is the P.T. Barnum of politicians. Yeah, he is. And nobody does it worse than him. And it is all about bumper sticker slogans with this fucking guy. Always has been, always fucking will be. You know what I mean? But At any rate, thank you guys for tuning in. Do not buy the Chaz vagina flavored chips. I highly would not recommend it. I'm going to go put my feet up and get ready to make content tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I got to do content tomorrow. And then Thursday, I am in the city visiting with some friends from out of town for the day. And then Friday, the boys got his bowling league. And then Saturday, we're doing the pumpkin patch. Monday, we're fucking chilling. And then on Sunday, we're chilling. And on Monday, we're going out to dinner with those very same friends. So, we got a little string of shit going on here. It's old man busy, I guess you would say. But you guys take it easy.